Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Coco Cosmic Girl. And I am doing a collective message for the air signs. That is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And that could be anywhere you have those signs resonating in your natal chart here. So this is a collective message. So just be mindful. Everything may not resonate. If it does, by all means, take it where it fits. And if it does not, just leave it where it may. So let's get into your messages here. So right now, I have your current energy here, okay? So as an oracle card here, I have the Archangel of Gabriel, okay? So this says messenger of creativity and hope. This is interesting here because I do see a lot of children in this card. Also, we'll get into this one here because I see children coming up in that one as well. So this can, for me, this resonates a few different ways. Either you're interacting with children right now, and that could be your own children. That can be children you care for, foster, maybe you work with, maybe you're a teacher, or you work with the Boys and Girls Club, whatever the case may be. This may be also a situation where you're starting to deal with some situations or issues with your inner child. Maybe some things that you dealt with as a child that's starting to resurface, and you're having to readdress those things. Maybe you thought that they were healed, and maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be revisited. So let's get into the tarot and figure out exactly what messages that we need to pull from this oracle card pertaining to children. So before I move on, this is Archangel Gabriel. And it's Archangel Gabriel is good for anybody who's interacting or dealing with children. And the message here at the bottom is messenger of creativity and hope. Okay. And I believe that's because some of you may be having some hardships with children right now. Okay. So either there's some boundaries that are not being set. I have the 7 of Wands here, and that's letting me know that you are extremely overwhelmed here, especially with this 10 of Wands and upright. Okay. So this is a situation where maybe you're having a lot of resistance with the children that you're interacting with right now. Even this is a situation if you're dealing with your inner child, maybe there are some codependency things that you thought that you had healed back in the day, and maybe you put a really nice band-aid on that situation, but it's starting to resurface, and you're starting to see like, wait a minute, maybe I don't have healthy boundaries on the situation. Maybe this is something I need to revisit, because for whatever reason you're starting to feel here intuitively that something's not right. And this could be in relationships, it can be at work, this can be with platonic relationships. Whatever the case may be, I'm getting that you're starting to feel here there are some boundary issues that have not been fully addressed. Going back to dealing with children per se, this 10 of Wands is also telling me that there may be some very heavy burdens or interactions that you're dealing with children. Maybe they're not listening. Maybe there's a lot of resistance, a lot of rebellion. And you're just, as a parent or a caregiver or a person who deals with children, like, this is very overwhelming. Maybe you've tried different things and things are just not working here. So I'm getting that this is definitely a current energy for a lot of the general air signs here. So my heart goes out to you, and especially with dealing with children. I don't have children myself, but I deal with a lot of children. I work with a lot of children, and I can imagine, how frustrating it can be when you only have, or you feel like you only have so many options, and you're doing everything you can to address the situation, and it's just feeling like there's just like nothing is working. These children are not listening to me. We're not seeing eye to eye, and it's just like you're feeling overburdened. You're feeling just like you're at your wits' end. Okay. So in this pile here I have is what your current blocks or challenges are, okay? So here in the oracle, I have the gratitude card, and this is be grateful for all that you have, okay? As you can see here again, we're seeing children appear in this oracle card as well. So that is, again, a great indicator that you are dealing with some in some work with children or your own children. Or again, you're dealing with some issues that have resurfaced with you feeling or from your inner child. Okay, so let's get into the tarot of the current blocks in the current situation. Okay, so I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this makes me feel like here you're definitely feeling like you're just ready to give up. You're feeling like all hope is lost. You don't really have any control of the situation, and it's causing a lot of imbalance into your life, into your world. Maybe imbalance with other children in the house, maybe with a spouse at work, or whatever the case may be, or just internally. And this is causing a lot of headspace here. Okay, I see a lot of you guys here are just kind of like, I just don't know what to do. I'm out of options here, and you're feeling like this is just a situation that I just feel out of control. We have the Devil card here as well. Again, with the Temperance and the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the message that I'm getting for some of you here, especially with this Gratitude card, because I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling guilty about a lot of things, especially here with the Eight of Swords. Maybe you feel like, okay, maybe I spoiled them, or maybe I didn't do the right things, or maybe you're feeling like I was trying to buy their affection, or whatever the case may be. Or there's still the feeling of some codependency here, especially if you're dealing with an inner child. Some shadow work with inner child conflicts. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're starting to see those codependencies resurface. Maybe you thought, again, that you had overcome a lot of those situations, but they're starting to come to a head again. This is causing a lot of imbalance, okay? As you can see, the Temperance is usually a card of major arcana imbalance. And with this being a major arcana in this position, this lets me know that a lot of things are not flowing correctly. So I feel like here, with the Gratitude Oracle, there may be a need to kind of just recall all the things that have gone right. Yeah, you can't control the things that have not gone right, and it's keeping you in this Eight of Swords energy. Okay, so I feel like your spirit guides are calling you to kind of center yourself here and bring yourself back to a place of just being grateful and knowing that you've done all that you can, or what you have done. You know, you can't dwell on the past, and you've made the best decisions that you could make based off what you had and what you knew. Okay, and being grateful for that, and coming to a point now of self-awareness and self-acceptance of the situation. Maybe accepting your children for who they are, accepting yourself for who you are, and being grateful that you have this opportunity to grow. Because if you stay in a space of just feeling overwhelmed and just feeling like, okay, I've made all these mistakes, I've done this, I've done that, there's nothing I could do, I just want to give up, it's going to keep you in this low vibrational energy. Again, here with the Devil card, that's kind of a codependency and not being self-aware. Maybe you need to bring yourself to just a point where you're kind of taking a step back, and you're just trying to think of a way to look at the situation differently, because you're putting too much energy into what has not transpired, what has been going wrong, and just feeling like a defeat. Okay, so, and again, maybe calling on Archangel Gabriel, bringing in some hope into the situation, and just feeling like there is a hope, there is a way to balance. And I am grateful for, even though this has been a situation that is not ideal, I didn't see myself being this way. Maybe you didn't see yourself being this type of parent. Maybe you didn't see yourself being this type of partner based off of experiences that you've had as a child. But I feel like Spirit is saying that, you know, everything that has happened was supposed to happen. You are in these situations to grow and to learn, not to feel defeated, okay? Even though that's easier said than done, okay? So let's move on to what advice Spirit has for you, okay? So here, interestingly enough, I have opportunity knocks. So go for it. Okay. And I know you're probably thinking, in the what world is there an opportunity in the mess that I am in? Okay. And that's completely understandable. Okay. So with the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, this to me is saying that Spirit is calling you to look at things differently. Okay. Not traditionally. Maybe you've been trying things that have not, you've been trying things over and over again and you're getting the same results. They're not working. Okay, Spirit wants you to take a step back and really think about things or ways that you can approach the situation or even think about it differently that you may not have thought about it in the past. That's where this gratitude is coming in. That's going to open the opportunity to think of things from a different perspective, okay? Because again, when you're in these types of situations, you're thinking like, what could I possibly be grateful for? Like, I'm miserable. I'm losing sleep. My children are doing bad in school. I'm arguing with people all day. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. So take a time out. Again, find a way to find some sort of gratitude in those situations. That's going to open the door for opportunities. That's going to bring you out of this stuck energy, okay? Here, and it's going to, this is with this Judgment card here, this is calling from sort of change, almost self-awareness, and also an awakening in this situation. Once you take the time out to really step back and really think, what is it? Why am I here? Why am I experiencing these encounters with either yourself or with your children or with other children that you're encountering? Okay, this is going to bring some self-awareness to yourself. That's going to also open up the opportunity for you to explore a different pathway. Okay. Spirit and your spirit guides and your angels, and you may see some, I've been seeing a lot of butterflies here, so you may see some butterflies as some signs of your angels and your spirit guides coming alongside you. And it doesn't have to be actual butterflies. Maybe you see an advertisement, maybe it's on a painting or whatever the case may be. So look for those, because that is your spirit team letting you know. We know that it is hard, but we are alongside you. Butterflies also represent transformation. Okay, coming out of something, going through like a purging type of situation, and evolving into something new and beautiful. And I feel like Spirit is saying, like, even though this may be a difficult time for you and your family, this is an opportunity for your family or yourself to really transform into something new and beautiful. Okay, and then opportunity will come. I also have courtship here. Okay, so again, if this is a person who does not deal with children, and then again, if this is an air sign that is dealing with maybe some conflicting internal situations, dealing with their inner child, so maybe this is bringing some light into a new opportunity to really step back and maybe in a relationship. And again, it does not have to be romantic. It could be a relationship with yourself. It could be platonic or even at work. But I feel like they're wanting you to step back and really look at things a little differently, okay? Because I feel like here, and I'm speaking more so for those who are going through some internal conflict with their inner child. Maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be done, and you're forgiving yourself. Maybe there was some experiences or encounters you had as a child. You're feeling guilt, okay? You're feeling shame. And those things are starting to resurface. So maybe once you're forgiving yourself and maybe those who have contributed to those negative experiences, allows you new opportunity to be courted, because you're no longer the same person that you were. If you're coming out of this work and this shadow work, you're not this person back here, okay? So you don't want to be courted the same way. Okay, you're going to appear in the world and in your relationships differently. So just keep that in mind. So with that being said, I also have as an angel card here, we have new direction. Okay, new direction. Your spirit team wants you to look at things different. They want you to know that things will be different and you will be encountering a new direction, but you have to be open to that. It's hard to be open to that when you're stuck in this Eight of Swords energy, okay? So this is why they're trying to give you a tool of being grateful, finding some sort of gratitude in the situation, even though it looks dim and it looks very dense. Coming out of that energy and being grateful is going to show you new directions, new opportunity. It's going to release yourself from feeling imprisoned into that mindset, okay? Feeling imprisoned into old boundaries, feeling imprisoned into old ways of doing things. They want you to really free yourself. You may be feeling like time was stolen. You may have feeling like opportunities were taken, but I feel like Spirit is telling you that those things are going to be returned, okay? You're no longer going to feel robbed, but you have to be open to new ways of thinking, okay? You cannot get something, you cannot get new things with the same way of thinking, okay? You're going to have to turn this upside down, okay? So come out of this energy when possible and put some tools in place for yourself to open up those opportunities. So with that being said, I want to go over some healing messages that I pulled from my healing deck, and hopefully this resonates. We have 3 cards come out. One, we have amplifying abundance, okay? And these are great mantras too. So if you want to write these down, especially with the new moon in Libra coming, this is a great opportunity to try to sit and meditate, try to manifest some new mindset or just new ways of thinking. So here it says, abundance is my birthright and I receive it now, okay? Even if you're in this energy, just saying a couple words of abundance of affirmations is going to pull you into this energy here, and that's going to catapult you into the opportunity energy. So again, abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. Beautiful message. Second healing message that I have is growing beyond guilt. Again, this is interesting because I definitely feel like for those who are dealing, let's backtrack. Those who are dealing with children, or if you're dealing with some conflict with your inner child, that guilt there, that could be feeling guilty that you made bad decisions as a parent, or how your child has turned out, or if you're dealing with internal conflict as from the inner child, that could just be dealing with shame. Again, dealing with any kind of negative encounters that maybe you didn't speak up about or you allowed to transpire, whatever the case may be. It's very important to start growing beyond guilt, okay? So the mantra for this is, it couldn't have happened any other way. Okay, and really sitting with that and really trying to figure out exactly what that means, how that makes you feel, and why, if this triggers anything, why is this triggering you? And those may be some things that you want to release. Okay, second here I have is creating cooperation. Okay, so this says more gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. So if this is a situation, again, going back to dealing with children, maybe sitting down, having a conversation, and not just assuming, not just yelling, and not just dictating. Maybe opening up to these younger children and asking them and getting their opinion, their insight. What's the miscommunication here? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? When I'm communicating to you, why am I triggering you the way that I'm triggering you? Even with these may be conversations to have with yourself. It may also be conversations or questions to ask your partner. If you're starting to really feel that there are some serious codependency issues, maybe having a conversation with them and saying, like, listen, what worked in the past no longer works anymore. And I'm not saying that that's fair, but I have to communicate that. And we need a space and an opportunity to figure out where to move on beyond this point. Okay? So for some self-care cards, I have Build Strength. Okay, so this can be a lot of different things here. This could be just going to work out. Maybe you need to get to the gym. That's going to help you release some of those some of that stress, get a lot of that stress off of your off your body, or clearing your mind here. Working out is definitely known for clearing the mind, so that way you can think clearly, and that you can kind of transition out of that Eight of Swords energy. We also have, I'm working with limited space here, guys, so work with me. I also have journal. Okay, this could be a dream journal. This can be just to get your feelings out, maybe to even write your children a letter, maybe even have them journal. I mean, you can do a lot of different things with this, so however it resonates, but I think this is a definite good tool to use. And last but not least, here I have is soak in a bath. I definitely love this concept, and obviously I always advise people to do their own research, but I think maybe this is a great opportunity for a spiritual bath, especially with the new moon in Libra coming up and releasing a lot of those past energies, being open to new energies, and just letting that energy flow, letting when you're taking your bath, kind of lighting those candles, putting that self-care back into play, and allowing those worries and those stresses to kind of melt away and kind of release when you're letting the water out of the tub. So again, do your research, but I think this is a great opportunity to do a spiritual bath, especially with the new moon in Libra. Okay, so I hope this message was of help to those that it resonated with. Again, if you have any questions, please comment and please subscribe. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.